Hey, my booze. Hey.
Or you or somebody.
Okay.
Shut the fuck up, you dumb fucking bitch! You're a dumb bitch! Shut the fuck up, you dumb fucking bitch! You're a dumb bitch!
Keep trying to link and you don't know me, boy, I'm finna rob you. Rob you, yeah, with this
No rob people. I had to come back. I had to come back because we gotta listen to something, okay? So don't go nowhere. Y'all stay here. Hey y'all, come in. Get in here. I had to come back because I just ran into something and it had me cracking up, y'all. I just feel like this has something to do with something. Hey, y'all. I need a man that can pay bills. Can you pay bills? The fuck? What kind of question is that? Hey, y'all. Hey, y'all, come in. Because I'm going to play something. Come in. I'm big, baby. You know I could cook. That's the stupidest shit. I'm a big girl. Baby, you know, I could eat, but I could cook. Most big girls cook, so you sound real dumb. Go sit down somewhere, okay? Look, because we like to eat. Right? Okay. So, while I roll up, we're going to listen to something. I'm trying to give people time to come in. Come back in here. Come back in. Come on, because I just saw something. This is the news. So, now, I don't watch the news, y'all. I don't fuck with the news, but listen to this.
Friends jumping from one relationship to the next and calling it love. Maybe you're guilty.
I know, I dropped my card, you guys. It's down. It's staying down there.
Fine. Well, some people, they're calling this new call phenomenon. It's called monkey barring, and it could actually be a hidden trauma response.
And I'm actually nervous. Maybe I had monkey barring. I'm married now, but I did jump in relationships quite fast. Joining us this morning is relationship expert and certified marriage and family counselor, Lug McPherson, and she's going to break down what monkey barring is and how healing can begin. So Monkey barring. So let's get into this. Did you make this up? Is this a
No,
word?
no, it is
Okay.
actually a
No, you
thing,
are?
monkey
Okay.
barring.
Well,
and
with
it
the
is
name like the
basically
Hulk.
jumping, just like when we were kids in the
Listen.
playground.
Y'all listen.
Going from, you hold on to one bar and you reach to the next bar, and you don't let go
Don't let
of
go.
that person. So you are in a relationship, you're holding on to the other relationship, but your hand is reaching for somebody else, which is kind of betrayal in slow motion.
Now, for some
Betrayal
people,
in
I guess
slow
they just
motion.
don't know how to be alone. So,
Right.
what is the hidden trauma?
That's the
behind
problem.
that?
People don't know how to be
There are
alone.
various traumas that can be behind it. One of the traumas is abandonment wounds. And now, first of all, I'd like to say that everybody with an abandonment wound won't use monkey barring as a solution. However, if they do use it as a solution, you can usually trace it back to a trauma wound. Okay, so with the abandonment, what happens is people who have unresolved abandonment issues, or wounds, what you'll find is that they never feel like somebody will not leave them. I don't care how devoted you are. I don't care how good the relationship is. They can be married. They'll still feel anxiousness of somebody about to leave them. Therefore,
Listen, y'all.
when they see that somebody maybe have criticized them, or they're in a relationship, it feels a little disconnected, or that's the sign to actually come closer. Instead of doing that, they will run and start
Hey, Ladybug.
grabbing
Hey, y'all.
hold of another
Hey,
relationship.
Dirty Cheese.
So you say abandonment
Hey,
wounds. Are you talking about
Alicia.
like parents,
It
parental
can be
abandonment?
parent wounds. It can be. It can even be death. Death is an abandonment.
Oh,
so the
my.
feeling of the pain of being alone, and what they fear is the loneliness.
Yeah.
And loneliness is actually as deadly as cigarette smoke. And so what happens is people who are feeling like they will once again experience the past pain of loneliness.
Yeah.
And that pain of being by themselves and listening to themselves. And that's the biggest deal. What happens is you have to listen to your voice in that silence. And if you have an inner critic who tells you you're not enough, who talks to you badly, who tells who makes you feel bad, what ends up happening is you don't want to listen to them. So you don't enjoy your own company. People might enjoy your company and you don't. So you'll try to fill the space with noise and relationships, and that's what happens.
So, hypothetically, say if we know somebody who's guilty of doing this, how do we kind of broach that topic with them?
Well, I would encourage them to, first of all, say, do you need this relationship or do you want this relationship? What would it feel like for you to be alone and be single and stop and pause to see what happened at the last relationship? I would ask them questions like that, but then I would also encourage them to start working on their health, their mental health, and if that might be some therapy, it might be all kinds of things. It might be prayer for them, it might be therapy, it might be just really sitting down and self-reflecting.
You need therapy.
But it's very important that they stop and pause.
Do you think that monkey barring will cause people to have issues getting married? Like they don't want to have the commitment, they don't trust the commitment, and when they do get to the point of a serious relationship and maybe thinking about marriage, does their significant other have to constantly build them up for them to feel secure?
Absolutely. It happens all the time. And because it's not just abandonment wounds, it could be neglect wounds, it could be rejection wounds, and they respond differently to different types of wounds. It will relationship, because I have worked with couples who still feel like this person who has been with them for 20 years and has been faithful to them is still going to leave them. And really, the abandonment, the rejection, the neglect has not been from the partner, it has been from themselves. They don't love themselves enough to listen to themselves, to heal themselves, to spend time with themselves. So the solution is not in finding a partner or even the security of a marriage. It is in knowing you, loving you, healing you, and spending time with you.
I got one more quick question for you. What impact do you think, if any, that online dating is playing in this phenomenon?
Oh, yeah. Online dating, that is a really good question, because online dating gives you this great big buffet. A buffet to swing from. We could just keep going back, and we could sit there we could come for breakfast and stay for lunch. We could just continue to eat and test all of the different cycles. So I do believe that, and that's a whole different segment that you can call me back. The options that it outlines, it may not be monkey barring, but you still have the persons who are indecisive because they think
You too.
maybe that other dish.
Thank you for the subscription. Make sure you hit the like button. Tap the screen. You can double tap the screen. Don't
The
forget.
age of online.
Like the videos, y'all. It
Me
matters.
too. 42 years ago.
Goodness. Yes.
Thanks so much for your time this morning.
It's always a pleasure.
All right, you guys. So, did y'all hear that? Monkey barring. So that's what they're calling it now. They're calling it monkey barring. I'm fucking dead. This is a whole new world, a dazzling place I never knew. What, nigga? Monkey barring? You know, you swing from one bar and you never let go of the other bar. No, monkey barring. You keep swinging. I mean, my brain is like, well, when people did monkey bars, they kept swinging. But then we did used to hold on, but we held on to the same bar and did the little spinny thing. Y'all remember that? We'd be spinning like this, spinning yourself, your whole body. So I just love it though. I really wanted to talk about this, you guys. And I know it's 6 o'clock in the morning. I know. Hey, doll baby. Hey, Zelma. Hey, y'all. Come in. Look, I know it's 6 o'clock in the morning. I want to talk about real shit. I know y'all feel it's too fucking early. But, baby, we gotta talk about this shit. Because what is monkey barring? Monkey barring is basically trauma bonding. Trauma bonding with people while not letting go of the other traumas. So it's trauma barring. Swinging from one trauma to the next. Literally, you're swinging. I'm giving y'all a free game right now. You're literally swinging from one trauma experience to the next one. And you're creating them. So let's take it a deep further. What? Let's take it a step further. Let's take it a deep further. Good morning. And let's go deeper. Right? Let's talk about the fact that you're creating all these traumas by trauma barring. That's what I'm gonna call it. I'm going to call it trauma barring. They call it monkey. How? Sure. They call it monkey barring. I'm calling it trauma barring because you're grasping on a new trauma every time. It's crazy. It's crazy. While creating these traumas, you're monkey barring. You're creating trauma in people's lives and in your own. And when it becomes too much, you swing to the next one to cause more trauma for yourself and others. Does that make sense? So we're no longer doing that. We're paying attention. Okay, we're paying attention. Let's look at what she say.
Have a bad inner critic who tells you you're not enough.
So this is what's going on in
Who
some
talks
people.
to you bad. Will once again experience the past pain of loneliness.
Yeah.
And that pain of being by
Like,
themselves and listening to themselves. And that's the biggest deal. What happens is you have to
Listen to this part. Because a lot of people, that's the issue for a lot of people, is not wanting to even sit with your own self. And that's what you got to do first. but people don't want to.
Listen to your voice in that silence. And if you have a bad inner critic who tells you you're not enough, who talks to you badly, who tells who makes you feel bad, what ends up happening is you don't want to listen to them. So you don't enjoy your own company. People might enjoy your company and you don't.
So if you don't want to be around yourself, that's a problem. That's a real problem. That's a you problem, though, right? So that's something that you need to work on. And I'm not. It's obviously, we ain't picking on people. This obviously some real shit. Like, you could see how these past traumas show up through the tarot readings. Okay, you see y'all lives play out, not just y'all's, minds, everybody else's. Shit come out in these cards, and it's some trauma bonding type of shit. It is. It's because people are going from one place to the other, connecting traumas. And it's like trauma bombs. They set off within these relationships of any sort, right? That's setting off. And then you just pick up and go to the next one and create another trauma bomb. Okay? Like, are you serious? Y'all. And not the air cut off. Cut off the air supply to this trauma shit.
Try to fill the space with noise and relationships. And that's what happens.
So hypothetically, say Mayor Caitlin.
So what she said was, when this takes place, when you don't even want to hear the sound of yourself, when you don't want to hang out with yourself, you try to fill that void with noise, with relationships, with working, with this, with that, right? Sometimes you need to take a break. It's called a personal day. Hey. It's called time for one's self. That's what it's about. So you can sit with yourself, meditate, learn to do this. That's why people don't like when you change or when you become a better person for yourself, because then you know how to be alone. And then you don't have to be around people just for the hell of the noise. Just to not think about your own shit. How do you learn how to sit with your own shit? Is you got to learn yourself. You got to learn yourself. And how do we do that? Figure it out. That's the point. You need to figure it out. You need to explore yourself. And I know how that sounds, but that ain't what I'm talking about. Well, you can definitely do that too. But that ain't it. But explore the things you like. Do the things you want to do. And don't let nobody tell you that you can't do it. You can do what you want. It's my party. I do what I want. I do what I want. I do what I want. So every time there's a party, I have to do the robot. Anybody else? Am I the only weird one? I'm sure I'm not. I do the robot at parties. I don't care what kind of party it is. I don't care if it's a hood party. I don't care if it's a ballet. I don't care. If everybody is goofing off and dancing and having fun, I'm going to break out with the robot. Because why not? So, I know about who I am. I'm quirky, I'm fun, and I'd like to do what comes to my heart. I like to do what my heart says to do and my mind, right? I'm like, ooh, that's a good idea. Like that, right? You have to be on it, right? You have to be on it when it comes to yourself. When you're sitting by yourself and yourself says, you know what? You're not worth a damn. You're going to say, you know what? But I create shit. I don't hear those kind of thoughts, but so I don't really know what they would say. I used to hear thoughts that, well, we ain't going to talk about that. You're going to have to wait for when we do. Look, I'm telling y'all see, I ain't lying. Look, crown chakra itch. I wouldn't lie to y'all. I don't have them kind of thoughts. I have other kind of thoughts that y'all, we can't talk about on live, not on TikTok. I'm just telling y'all right now, y'all don't have to wait for a story time with Super C, huh? Or what I called it, the kind with Super C. Talk story. That's what I called it. The kind talk story with Super C. Yes, the kind. It's the kind. The kind talk story with Super C. It's been so long. I was been supposed to do this. It keeps slipping my mind. But I have some really crazy stories to share with you guys. Things that I've been through that only I've experienced. Throughout the span of my life. And just talk about things, you know? So we're going to do that one day because I know y'all would be totally interested. So that's why I say, like, we go from one trauma to the next, but it's like creating them as they're taking place. And this is good information because I feel like a lot of people don't know. And I wasn't getting off topic because it all matches. All of this matters.
Know somebody who's guilty of doing this. How do we kind of broach that topic with them?
Well, I would encourage them to, first of all, say, do you need this relationship or do you want this relationship? What would it feel like for you to be alone and be single and stop and pause to see what happened at the last relationship? I would ask them different questions like that.
I would say, but did you die? That's what I would say to you guys. So, are you still here? Are you still able to love again? Can you move your feet? Can you move your hands? Do you know how to communicate? Okay. I'm just saying.
Then I would also encourage them to start working on their health, their mental health. And that might be some therapy. It might be all kinds of things. You know, it might be prayer for them. It might be therapy. It might be just really sitting down and self-reflecting. But it's very important that they stop and pause.
Do you think that monkey barring will cause people to have issues getting married? Like they don't want to have the commitment, they don't trust the commitment. And when they do get to that point of a serious relationship and maybe thinking about marriage, does their significant other have to constantly build them up for them to feel secure?
Absolutely. It happens all the time. And because it's not just abandonment wounds, it could be neglect wounds, it could be rejection wounds, and they respond differently to different types of wounds. It will affect your relationship because I have worked with couples who still feel like this person who has been with them for 20 years and has been faithful to them is still going to leave them. And really what the abandonment, the rejection, the neglect has not been from the partner, it has been from themselves. They don't love themselves enough to listen to themselves, to heal themselves, to spend time with themselves. So the solution is not in finding a partner or even the security of a marriage. It is in knowing you, loving you, healing you, and spending time with you.
I got one more quick question for you. What impact do you think, if any, that online dating is playing in this phenomenon?
Oh yeah, online dating, that is a really good question because online dating gives you this great big buffet buffet, a buffet to swing from. You know, we could just keep going back, and we could sit there we could come for breakfast and stay for lunch. You know, we could just continue to eat and test all of the different cycles. So I do believe that, and that's a whole different segment that you can call me
all
back
of
for.
the different cycles.
A plethora of obstacles.
Did y'all hear what she said? Did y'all peep what she said? And test all the different cycles. Did y'all peep what she said? Did y'all hear what she said? Did y'all hear that?
For lunch, you know, we could just continue to eat and test all of the different cycles. So I do believe that, and that's a
we can just continue to eat and test all the different cycles. Oh, I'm telling you, people, do y'all be listening? Do y'all be listening? And now, is y'all listening? She's a doctor. They're on the news. This is on Fox. Now, this is on Fox 32 in Chicago, but it still don't matter. This is on the news, and they're telling you about cycles. They're telling you look, you're fast. That's the fastest way. I'm fucking done. You wanna go? You wanna be in some bullshit? Okay, go ahead. Go it like it's like God has been giving you guys dropping gems through all kind of shit. And are you listening? Are you fucking listening though? You know what I mean? Like, pay attention. Right? Because we're all going through cycles. This is cycles. Dealing with people is a cycle. It is a fucked up way to look at shit, but it ain't. It's the reality. The reality is when you get ready to deal with the person, are you gonna trauma bond? Like, are you gonna monkey? Are you gonna monkey bar? Are you gonna piggyback? Are you gonna trauma switch? Are you gonna trauma bomb? Because it's like building this trauma, this big bubble of trauma with another person together. It's like more and more. It's like the energy is making my stomach like, it is a lot, you guys. The energy is definitely this energy of just, this is what takes place. Look, Spirit is seconding this message. Y'all see, I had to come. I be paying attention. You know, y'all call it woke. I'll call it. I see things that most people don't. And did you hear what she said? It is up to y'all though. But again, Spirit is here letting y'all know that this is indeed why I got woke up at 3 a.m. to give this kind of message. Yeah, because these new beginnings are coming in and we don't want to bring trauma into them. We don't want to have these continued cycles of trauma explosions taking place, right? Getting with one person, building on trauma, right? Making it, just because it feels good. But it's because you don't know what the right thing feels like. But how are you going to know what the right thing feels like if you don't even give yourself time to? So being alone is okay. So you can learn yourself, because you can't do it with all the distractions. Because that's what it be. It's distractions from you basically becoming who you know you're supposed to be. And yet, and people don't want to hear the truth. They never do. But again, I am more than these tarot cards, right? We know I could wear many hats, but most of all, I'm a truth speaker, right? I speak truth, facts, be spitting them all day, all day, all day. And that's just we gonna have these little gems here and there, especially when it comes to the future. And hell yeah, I'm following Spirit every day, all day. And can't nobody tell me nothing different. You can't tell me shit. You can't tell me shit. I promise you can't. I promise you can't. Look. I promise you can't. I promise you can't. I promise you. This is crazy obsession type shit. Look. That's what be happening. I already see it before it take place. Spirit gonna tell me, like Spirit gonna say this. This is trauma bonding right here in cards. It's coming up again, y'all. This is why this is coming out. I'm gonna go because my phone's gonna die, but I had to come back and give you guys this message. This is going to come up again, but you are safe. You already know the snakes. You already shed the skin. You already had the growth. Now you can collect on this obsession. Let them be obsessed. Now you know how to collect and move the fuck on. You know how to put on the devil eyes too. Look. Sometimes you just gotta move on. You gotta take what's yours and skedaddle. Get up out of there. So you don't be stuck in this type of trauma shit. I'm telling y'all gonna be able to look back at, you have to put in the work, you guys. There's no quick fix. There is, but there ain't, right? The quick fix is if you go ahead and remove the distractions, remove the veil, remove filters, remove that shit, remove the people, places, and things out of your life so that it could be what it's supposed to be, right? So that you gotta sit by yourself. You gotta sit by yourself to learn yourself for the moment. You're gonna have to be okay with it so that you can grow. Then you can get like-minded people to be in your corner, to be around you. I'm telling you. You're gonna see it. Yep. You're gonna make the choice, but to pour in yourself, and you might not even like it. You might even, but they gonna force you to. This is the after tarot. Your spirit team is like, oh, I guarantee you, this is the Lover's card. Make sure they ain't showing nothing. They gonna, you don't have no choice. All right, you guys. Now I'm really out of here this time. I just wanted to come back and share this message with you guys because that was real shit. Like, so I want you guys to think about that. And look, it's Monday. We're going to call this Thinking Monday. Not Stinking Monday. Thinking Monday. When you guys leave out of here, I want you to have the thought of yourself, of what do you like? Simple. Something simple. Right? Right? Do you really need this relationship that you come to tarot to ask about? Ask yourself that. Is the questions you have for me, or for spirit, for your spirit team, for the deity, for whoever, about any past relationship or any relationship right now, is ask yourself, is it something you really want, or are you using it to fill the void with noise, static, so that you can get through life or the day or whatever, right? Are you just bringing in noise because you don't want to sit with yourself? Or is this something legit that you want? I want y'all to think about that, okay? All right, you guys. I'm going to be over here on YouTube for a little bit longer. If you want to come over to this side and you want to continue with the chat just for a little bit longer, it is all capitals, SUPERCARAMELZ 333. That's Super Caramels with a Z 333. And I'll be over here on YouTube for a little longer, you guys. But yeah, that's the message. But yeah, I had to get that message. Like that message, that was a good message. It really was. It was a really good message. I saved that message. Is it? Wow. My candles really burn with intent. Thank you. Thank you, ancestors, spirit guides, archangels, and protectors. To your Holy Spirit, I give thanks. In Jesus' name. Thank you. It's nice. I don't know if y'all can see it, but let's see. There we go. So this is the 1221 candle, and it's called Taking Initiative. Soda light is in here too. The stones soda light. Oh my God. Oh my God. You guys. Oh my God. Oh my God. I just got another deposit. I just got another deposit. I love you, God. Thank you so much. Through Jehovah's Holy Spirit, I am thankful. You guys, I'm telling you right now, bro. What? What? When I tell y'all, I'm telling y'all, did I tell y'all money in the bank? Did I tell y'all another one? And another one. What? Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I just... Thank you. Thank you, God. Wow. Everything's gonna be all right now. Everything's gonna be all right. All right, well, thank you guys for hanging out. So what is this? What's going on? What you want us to know? Look, this is how we closing out this live here on YouTube with if you made it this far, check your account. Bye.